Are you tired of people telling you your beats are not good enough? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm going to tell you your beats still aren't good enough and how to make them better. This first submission comes from Simon Lynch, and Simon says, "This is my beat." Simon, that was pretty obvious, but whatever. You've been making beats for about a year because it is fun and stuff. It is very fun. I love making beats. You love making beats. You saw my YouTube videos and you wanted to send a beat. You know what, Simon? I'm not even gonna read the whole thing. You say my standards are high. I don't personally think I have high standards. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm being critical or I have high standards, because I thought I was just being honest out here. Now let's give it a listen and let's be honest. You know what, Simon? You did some damage here, but in a weird way. Very strange. This master duck on the volume is questionable for me, but let's dive into this. What do you have going on? Okay, your melody is stupid loud. This is kind of funky. What is this? Fire. I do like this. What did you put on here? Just EQ. You know, this EQ is good. Simon, my boy. Simon. What is this? You know, okay, so the structure here, like, this is just a point that you could maybe build on. The structure here is kind of cool. I think it would have been more interesting though, instead of like, because you have like A, B, C kind of sectioning going on. I think it would have been really cool to do like A, B, C kind of structure instead. Or maybe you could even mix it up, do like A, B, C. You know, you got options. I mean, that's kind of cool. I don't know, it feels like it makes your melody slightly more interesting. It's not that big of a deal though. Yo, what is this? Oh, this is kind of funky. Interesting. You know what? For what you're doing, you definitely have better sounds than what I have. What is this? Ooh. Very iffy on the slides. It's like you got this rhythmic pattern going on, you know, but then you kind of just lose it. You're doing like the drill pattern, you know? I think this would just be cool. I just want to hear it. Yeah, something like that's kind of sick. What are you doing here? Because you're just going D, A, F. Ooh, this is weird. Your bass is going in the opposite direction down there. I don't know how I feel about that. What? Because this is good. This just doesn't really make much sense. And then I guess we just copy it over. I mean, it's a little fast, but it's what you want to do. I don't know if it's just me, but your kick is just not really cutting through the mix at all. Like your kick could cut through so much better. What are you doing to the kick? I mean, you do a little boost, that's no big deal. You put it slightly in mono. You did that to a lot of your sounds. I mean, it's not really that big of an issue. Let's just make a melody bus, and I'm gonna put your melody into the melody bus. This is in track 1. What else do we got here? Personally, I'm just gonna say this. Nobody really needs to hear this, but everyone needs to hear this. Keep your project files organized, please and thank you. Not for me, but for you. You ever go back to a project and you got all this random crap, just random junk everywhere? I'm not saying this is the most unorganized possible, but it is a little bit organized, or unorganized, I should say. It's a little bit unorganized. Take the time, organize your stuff. It'll help you in the long run. Trust me. Now, the question I have is, do I want a side chain to the bass? I think I do, just because I want it to cut through more. Like, I want the kick to cut through the mix a little bit more. So we need a limiter up in here. What we want to do is, I'm just gonna turn the knee down. We can do the threshold. We'll keep the release really short, because, you know. Also, I feel like your kick could definitely be more punchy. And an easy way to do this, because you're already clipping the kick, I imagine. I don't know what you got on your master, but you're already clipping it. Ooh, you're not. Your mix would hit harder if you just put soft clipper before the limiter. Now, what's really questionable to me, right, is your melody is kind of loud and it's just a little off with your mix. Cause you know, you got all these drums, you got everything. The melody is just really loud. So I'm gonna just turn these two down. I'm thinking now it might be a good idea to sidechain the kick to everything, because the kick is cutting through better, but it's not cutting through how I would like it to, because I'm thinking it would be good to just have everything duck a little bit when the kick comes in. This would make the kick kind of hit harder, adds a little impact to the kick. I just think that would sound nice overall. Now, because we're ducking everything, we can actually turn the melody back up a little bit, ever so slightly, give you some more room to work with. This is what you want to do when you're mixing. You want to get the most out of every sound, and this is a good way to get the most out of every sound. Make room for that. What the hell? This is something else we got to turn down. You do it again with the structure. I'm going to leave it be. It's your thing. You do what you want to do. I do think it would have been better to structure the melody just a little bit differently, again, because of the sections. It would just sound a little bit more catchy. No big deal. Yeah, I don't get the point of this. I also feel like this is a little loud. Like this one mainly. The good idea, just a little too loud. You have them all over the place too, goddamn. Damn, bro, everywhere. It's weird, because your riser just, it doesn't feel like you're building to anything. It'd be kind of cool, like maybe you just kind of cut some stuff out here. That's nice, because even though the volume's going down, you have the riser, it's filling up some space, puts a little more focus on just the transition coming in. I think that's a good kind of thing we're doing right there. I'd keep that going on over here too, probably. Oh gosh darn it, what the hell is going on out here? Old man Riley, bro. Yeah, that's smoother. That's way smoother. This is also kind of loud. Wait, it's the other one that's kind of loud. I'm also just going to put them into that bus so the kick ducks those as well, ever so slightly. This one is in track 10, so it's already getting ducked. Some of y'all be naming your files weird things, like have some organization in your file naming. This next submission comes from Omar, and Omar says, hey there, Riley, this is actually my first full beat. So Omar, this is your first full beat. That's congrats. You've been trying for a long time to make one, and you've been watching my videos and learning. You've been doing it right. All right, let's give Omar a chance and let's give it a listen. The first thing that really sticks out to me is this choir. You know, the choir sounds cool. It sounds crazy. It's funky. The hell, bro, is going on with this? Like, you see how loud it gets. And it just cuts out. I feel like you meant to have this be shorter. Also, like, what is with this? This is really confusing what you're doing here. Like, why are all of these things starting not on beat? I mean, technically this one is. These aren't. It's not a problem, I guess. It's just weird to do. I'm gonna move all this forward too, because there's no reason we need to leave a space in the beginning. I guess it's something you wanted to do, but it's not something I want to do. And then I'm gonna time stretch this. Oh, you did time stretch it. Well, I'm gonna time stretch it a little bit more so that it lines up better. I'm like struggling right now to time stretch this. Oh my god. You know what? Close enough. I can just cut off this little end. Not that big of a deal, I guess. There we go. Wow. That actually kind of cuts out real nice. So what's happening with the drums? I'm a little confused. Not loving the 808, but I mean, it kind of works. So this is in track 13. I mean, okay. So you're pretty much just using this to make the 808 louder. Why? Oh, you turn the velocity down. Just turn the velocity all the way up. And you probably don't need this now. What is going on with your 808? Why? Oh, you turned it down here too. Where else did you turn it down? Oh, you turned it down here too. That's better. So you got the kick in here with the snare. Okay, you got some weird mixing problems going on. Also, not really loving this kick, particularly with the 808. You can kind of hear it. It's just not, they're not meshing very well together. Let me find out you're doing some weird stuff to the kick. You are. I should have known. Like, I personally would not use this kick under any circumstances whatsoever. What I would do is I would go to my Havoc drum kit, which you can get only on presetsupply.com, because it has great kick sounds. What you see here is not the full kit. This is still the demo version. But a lot of hard-hitting kicks are in here. Oh, why is it time stretched? Also, I would probably drop the kick down a little bit because your 808 has like a nice high frequency sound to it. And the kick would really kind of give it that oomph at the low end. These kick notes, like you had one here, didn't like that. This also kind of wonky. Wouldn't do this personally. I would maybe do a kick like leading into it. Why does the kick cut south? You do you, I guess. Yeah, that's what we want. That's hard. Yeah, and now because we changed the kick pattern, your kick and 808 are playing off of each other and not just being one and one. Okay, let's hear the snare. What? Bro, what are you doing with this? I didn't even know how to react when I looked at this pattern. What is this? Your snare's trying to talk to me and it's trying to say, bro, please delete this pattern. Because what? What is this? Like, what are you doing? What is all this? I get it. You want to have some rolls. These are just weird to do. Like, these don't make sense. I'm going to change the sound too, because this sound I don't love unless you're doing some weird stuff to it. Like for this beat, maybe it's just quiet. You like to turn your sounds down, I've noticed. Yeah, no, this doesn't sound good. This does not sound good at all. At all. I don't like this. See, these we can keep, and we'll turn down the velocity a bit. I don't know, something like this. This is like a little rinky-dink roll. And then you can play around with the panning as much as you like. Yeah, that's a nicer roll. Okay, so we got hi-hats here. Bro, your hi-hat's off beat. A lot of your drums are off beat. Yeah, this seems like a solid idea, honestly. You could just repeat this if you wanted to. Would probably work, because you know you're gonna have the snare roll there, so you don't want to be too busy. I would use a different hi-hat as well. You made a first bar, you didn't even use the first bar. You don't need that. We don't want this. This is kind of OD. I mean, this was okay, like you're accenting technically what would be like, I don't know, you're just accenting something basically. This would be cool if you played around with panning on these. Like, you don't have to do anything crazy, just something simple like that could be. Yeah, something like that. So you got this crash and you kind of spammed the crash. I don't love this idea. I also don't like the crash. What I think would have been a better idea to add a little bit more bounce, right? You change out this crash sound. You don't use that. You get like a little nice little open hat. Put it maybe here. Oh, you added something to that for sure. Okay, we're gonna unroute this. We don't need to do that. And then you know what? We can just take this, make it a 2-bar pattern, and spam it out. This would have been cool if you did like some kind of, I don't know, just volume automation on the guitar. Like, you don't need to go crazy with it.